Hello, my name is Rossella and today I'm going to do chapter 10 in this book. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I publish many tutorials on music theory, piano, musical quizzes, discover music theory, past exam paper, scales and musical terms to help you improve your knowledge and your playing. You can also visit my website where you can see all the videos that I publish, theoryvirtuoso.com. Thank you for watching. Bye! In chapter 10, we are asked to answer questions relating to pieces of music. Each exercise includes one. So let's start from exercise 1. Which bar has the same melody and rhythm as bar 1? And the answer is bar 5. Which bar contains all the notes in the triad chord of D major? So the notes of D major are Re, Fa sharp and La. And the answer is in bar 7. We can see that we have Fa sharp, La, Re and Fa sharp again. So we have all of them. And nothing else. How many bars contain ties? And the answer is 4. Now the ties must not be confused with slurs. The ties are in bar 2, 3, 6 and 7 and they link two notes of the same name and the same pitch, as opposed to the slurs that link as many notes as we want or the composer wants, and they relate to expression or articulation, so they make the notes smoother. So the answer is 4 bars. Now in the second question we need to circle true or false for each statement. The first note in bar 4, which is A, La, is the subdominant of D major. Now D major has 2 sharps and La is not included because the sharps are Fa and Do. But La is not the subdominant of D major, but is the dominant because it's the 5th degree. So Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. So we can't really consider this a subdominant, but the dominant. So it's false. There is a trick here. The second statement says that the melody should be played smoothly throughout, and that is correct because there are all slurs and also because it's written sempre legato, which means always smooth. Finally, we need to identify which bar is rewritten in the same pitch as bar 6. Okay, in the first example, we have a natural, Fa natural, whereas in the original is sharp. In the second example, we have a missing tie, so the rhythm will be different because we will play this note twice. And then in this case, this is the correct answer because we have the whole thing sounding the same, written an octave below, but then there is an octave higher sign here. So we have to basically play all of this bar an octave higher, which will sound the same as bar 6. In the last question, we need to tick the box that shows where bar 7 has been correctly rewritten half the value. So half the value, first of all, yes, is 4/8. So we need to put every value down. So quicker. A minim, dotted minim will become a dotted crotchet, so this is incorrect already. Then we have semiquavers after that, and in this case we can't have semiquavers. If you calculate all of that, we go over 4 quavers. So we can't. And this is the correct version of it because we need the semiquavers, half the value would become demi-semiquavers. So this is the correct answer. Okay, the first exercise is sorted. Let's move on to exercise 2. Okay, let's answer the questions again about this new piece by Rushby. Which bar contains a mordant? And the answer is bar 5, because this is the sign for the mordant. And it goes the note, a note up, and the note again. Which bar includes part of the rising chromatic scale? Well, that bar is bar 4. And as you can see, we have a few notes together that tells us that we are moving step by step without skipping any keys on the keyboard. So this is bar 4. And where does the music increase the volume basically? Gradually, still in bar 4, where we have crescendo in the shorter version of it, cresce. So crescendo. Crescendo means growing up in the sense of increasing, or when we grow up in high, and so we get taller. And in this case means increasing the volume. Yeah. In which bar the first 3 notes are those of a dominant triad of E flat major? Now the dominant is, let's go in order, mi, fa, sol, la, si, B flat, okay, and the notes of B flat are B flat major chord, so B flat, re, and fa. And where do we have them? In bar 8, because the first 3 notes here are exactly the chord that we want to find, the dominant of E flat major, which is B flat major. So the mediant, how many times the mediant of E flat major occurs? So the mediant of E flat major is the 3rd degree, which is Sol, G. And how many times? If we count them, we have 4 times. We need to circle true or false for each of the statement. The melody starts with the interval of a minor 6th. And if we think of the interval here, B flat, E flat, okay, so C flat, Mi flat. That is a 4th, first of all, so it can't be a 6th, so this is false. The final bar contains all the notes in the scale of E flat major, and the answer is yes, because we have all of them: mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re. Perfect. So we have all the degrees basically, not the notes maybe, but the degrees. The melody should be played with passion, and this is false because actually it is affettuoso. Now, affettuoso means with love, basically, with being, when you are fond of somebody and then you treat him tenderly, you respect them, you are tender with them. So affettuoso means affetto is something that, for example, is the kind of love for friends, for children, for the people that you like. You have that sort of feeling where you like them and respect them and you treat them well, tenderly. So it's not really passionate. Yes, it's passionate, but in other ways. Okay, next ones. We need to find the bar that sounds the same as bar 3. Now bar 3 starts with F, and we have 3 alto clefs. Now middle C is here. Do, re, mi, fa. This is the right note, this is the right note, and so this is the right note, but they have 2 octaves, 2 octave symbols. So that means that they have to be written and they have to be played an octave apart. Our original score is more than an octave from middle C, and so this is incorrect because middle C is too close here. There should be a higher up. So we have one of these two options. Let's see, we have different flats, so one of them is wrong for this reason. So we have Fa, Mi flat, and this is the correct one. And then we have D, Re, and then Do, Si. So this is incorrect because there is in Mi flat, and we have E flat on the score, because in the key signature there is E flat. So this is incorrect, and this is the correct answer. Now the last question asks us about half the value. So which bar is bar 1 written half the value? We have, to start with, in our original text, we have a dotted crotchet. So first of all, the time signature, 12/8. Half of it is in 16th. So this is incorrect because we go down with the values, not up. So they become quicker, basically. So this is incorrect. Now we have a dotted crotchet to start with, which becomes a dotted quaver. And both of them are dotted quavers. Then we have 3 quavers that would become 3 semiquavers. Here they are, and here they are. Then we have another crotchet, which will become a dotted quaver, again, a dotted crotchet, sorry, which will become a dotted quaver. Then we have a crotchet and a quaver. And then here we have a quaver and a semiquaver. Same here. So what is the difference between these two? The values have been halved correctly, but it's the grouping that is incorrect. Look at here. This is not compound time. 1, 2, 3 semiquavers, and then 4. We can't do like that. We must have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, semiquavers. And here they are: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So this is the correct answer for this reason, grouping. Okay, all done. Let's turn the page together. Exercise 3. Let's answer the questions. Which bar starts with the dominant of B minor? Now let's calculate the name of the note first. Si, do, re, mi, fa. Okay, the note is F. Now B minor is the relative minor of D major, and in the key signature we have Fa and Do as the sharps. So the dominant is F and it is F sharp. So which bar does start on F sharp? Let's have a look. We have bar 6 or bar 8. Both of them starts on F sharp, and you can say 6 or 8, one of them. How many semiquavers is this E sharp in bar 7 equal to? This E sharp is a double dotted crotchet. Now let's go in order. We have one crotchet plus a dot, which is a quaver, plus another dot, which is half of the half, a semiquaver. So that's the thing. The semiquavers within a crotchet are 4. Plus in a quaver there are 2 semiquavers. Plus we have another semiquaver floating. In total there are 7. There you go. Sorted. Now the next question is about identifying at least one bar that contains a note that could be not found in the scale of B minor. And this note is E sharp, so it could be bar 2, bar 4, and bar 7. or 7. Every time you see an E sharp. Why do we have it then in music? To create this sort of tension towards the dominant of B minor. So it is very useful, this kind of, not a dissonance, but a desire to touch the dominant when we are in B minor. So, next question. Which bar ends with a raised leading note of B minor? Now, the leading note of B minor is the semitone below, which is La sharp. And which bar ends on that? Well, bar 5. Once we find the note, it's easy to answer. In which bar we play the loudest note of the piece? And I think that it is bar 8, because we go from forte, crescendo, so that's the loudest. We don't get to fortissimo, otherwise it would be written, but it's louder than forte. Beforehand we had piano, mezzo forte, so definitely that's the loudest. So that's the peak of the piece, which is also the end. Interesting. Next question. We need to circle true or false as ever. There are 5 bars in this melody with the same rhythm, and it's false. Because there are 4 bars that are the same, 2, 4, 5 and 6, and 7 is slightly different. So I'm afraid just for bar 7 we can't circle true, it's false. It's not 5 bars, but it's 4 bars. Most of the melody should be played staccato, and that is true because we have just one slur and all the rest is very nice and detached. The melody should be played sadly. Well, not really, mysteriously. So it's not sad. Mysterious is not sad. It's a bit like inquisitive or, mysterious, as you know, spooky maybe. Ooh, exciting. Okay, next 2 questions. Which one of these 3 bars sound like bar 4 but written differently? Okay, so bar 4 has a G sharp below middle C. So let's have a look. Middle C is here. So all of them are below middle C. Now G sharp, this is not sharp. So no. This is G sharp and this is G sharp. Okay, we have G sharp, F sharp, okay, E sharp, and then G sharp again. So this is also the same, but look at here. We don't have G natural because G is sharp throughout the whole bar. We wouldn't need to write this again though. Anyway, they did it for courtesy. This should be like in brackets. And this is also sharp. So the correct answer is this. Although I disagree with this sharp here, this shouldn't be, because the sharp stays until the end of the bar, like here. This is sharp and this Fa is also sharp. Yeah. And we don't need it here because it's here already. Anyway, this is the correct answer. In terms of pitch, this is correct. In terms of writing, perhaps, we don't need pleonastic, so additional sharps when we don't. Remember, in the old times, every bit of ink was important, so they tried not to waste it too much. Okay, which bar is bar 7 correctly rewritten half the value? Bar 7 starts with a quaver and the time signature is 4/4. Half the value means that we don't count in crotchet but in quavers, so 4/8. And magically, this is the only 4/8 that we have, so this is the final answer. And I'm not checking the notes because we don't need to. Perfect. Exercise 4. Exercise 4. Let's answer the question. In which bar the tempo should be held back a little bit? And this is in bar 7 because retenu means ritenuto, so held back. So 7. Which bar begins with an interval of a minor second? Now a minor second is a semitone and we can only find it in bar 4. And here it is. So bar 4. It's mi, fa, E, F. Where can we find the leading note of F minor? Now the leading note of F minor is a semitone below, so it's E natural. And we can find it in bar 4 again, because there is also a chromatism there. So 4. How many semiquavers is the first note of bar 6 worth? So in bar 6 we have a dotted quaver. Now a quaver equals to 2 semiquaver, a dotted quaver. A quaver is equal to 2 semiquavers plus another semiquavers, which is another semiquaver that is the dot. Therefore is 3. The answer is 3 semiquavers. Sorted, that was quick. Let's move on straight away to the second exercise, in which we should circle true or false. Vite means quick, and it is correct, yes. And the highest note in the melody is G flat, and the answer is incorrect, because in treble clef that note is E flat, not G flat, so it's false. All the bars 1, 2, 3 begin with a perfect fourth, and this is also false because we have fa do, there is a fourth, yes, but then we have fa, so do fa is a fourth, but fa do F C is a fifth, so we have 2 fifths and 1 fourth, so we don't even have to count if the fourth is perfect, because the statement is already false. Great, all done. Let's move on to the last 2 questions of this last chapter. As we're here, guys, can I thank you for all your comments, likes and sharing that you do of my videos. I'm so grateful that they are useful. You can also find me, with all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget that, because I do lots of useful videos about it, and get in touch with me as much as you want. I love it. Tell me what you do, tell me your studies, tell me your marks, tell me what you find difficult, and if my videos were helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, last question. Which bar sound the same as bar 3? Bar 3 starts with do, okay, C, above middle C. Now, this is middle C, this is middle C, and this is also middle C. So this is the same as middle C, and we don't want that. We want it the same. So one of these 2 is correct, is the correct one. Let's see, we have do and then fa. This is +1 you need to do, right? F, okay. Then we have sol, G, again fa, sol, la flat. This is correct, but this is not correct, because A is in the key signature, A flat is in the key signature, so it must be kept the same. So this is correct, and this is not, sadly. The last one. Which bar is bar 4, but rewritten twice the value? Now the time signature is 9/16, which means that we need to go up the value, so 9/8. We don't count anymore in semiquavers, but we count in quavers. So we can exclude 9/4 because here we count in crotchets. One of these 2 is correct. Now bar 4 starts with a quaver that becomes a crotchet. Then we have a semiquaver, which will become a quaver. Then we have a dotted quaver, which will become a dotted crotchet. And then we have a dotted quaver, again, a rest, dotted quaver rest, that will become a crotchet rest, a dotted crotchet rest. And this is incorrect because this is the same as the original. So our right answer is the second option. The video is now completed, and with this you have all the book, including the exam paper. Don't miss grade 5. Look at my playlist to find more support for your music theory exam. Good luck, and let me know how it goes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, sharing and liking my videos. Remember, tell your friends about it. If it was useful for you, it will be useful for other people too. Now, if you want to watch other tutorials on Discovering Music Theory Grade 4, click here now and enjoy learning. In the meantime, I'd like to thank all those who have messaged or emailed me and left a comment here. I'm glad that my videos were useful for you and let you feel more confident and strong when taking your exams. I'm here for this. Especially the ones who told me that thanks to my videos they got a distinction at their music theory exam, and this makes me very happy. Thank you so much. The merit is all yours. But thank you for letting me know. And of course, please do keep in touch. I love it. Thank you. Happy music. Bye.